So I've got this mattress in here now, and it's throwing off my background vibe. I don't know if... Does adding Christmas lights help? I don't think it does, but we're leaving it for now. All right, this isn't gonna be like one of my normal, more adventuresome vlogs, no traveling, nothing like that. Just want to do more of a little raw chit-chat about everything that's been going on. It's kind of weird because on one hand I feel like this sense of relief, or I don't know, I just feel like we finally completed a phase that's been in for a while. But I don't want to use the word relief because this is not the time to relax. No, we've got a lot of new work and opportunities ahead of us. So I'm psyched. Actually, I'm just assuming you know what I'm talking about. If you're part of the FPV community and kind of keep up with everything, then you've probably heard some news that Rotor Riot has taken on a new partner. Tyler Brennan, the owner of Race Day Quads, is now partners with Chad Capper, so they co-own Rotor Riot. So yeah, maybe you're sick of hearing about this, or maybe it's news, but either way, I want to share kind of my specific personal experience with all this stuff. Let me just kind of walk through chronologically. So late last year, Ashley and I were talking about coming and staying in Florida for the winter, just to escape Michigan, and just depending on, what was going on in the company, if I was able to, work anywhere, if I had to be in a certain spot. So it was something we were considering. Simultaneously, Chad and I had been talking for a long time about wanting to set up a location for the company, for a number of reasons. One, to give us like a headquarters, and two, because we've always wanted to take our online store in-house. Previously, the fulfillment of our online store, where we could sell FPV gear, it was run by another company in Ohio. Since the day I came on to the company, it's been something that we've wanted to revamp. Something we didn't have as much control over as we wanted. There was a lot we wanted to do and couldn't, and it wasn't for lack of trying. It just wasn't working. And I'm not saying the store was bad. A lot of people shopped there. A lot of members of the community supported us by shopping for their FPV gear at the store, and it means a lot. Thank you for supporting our company. I trust that you got good service. We had some complaints, but they were valid complaints, and overall there was still so much more we wanted to do with it. So we wanted to bring it in-house, right? So this was kind of happening at the same time, and Chad calls me up one day and he's like, okay, I know we've been talking about locations all over the country, but I think I know where I want to go, but it's going to take your buy-in. What do you think about Orlando? And I'm like, who told you Ashley and I were going to go to Orlando? He's like, what? So it just was like this kind of like serendipity that Ashley and I had a place to stay this winter in Orlando, and we were planning on being here. And then Chad had this idea to do it, and I'm like, dude, let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with it, because simultaneously, a deal was working out with the company that had been doing our fulfillment, so that we could exit out of our contract, take it all in house. I was really psyched about it, and we decided to move on it very rapidly. So, early January, beginning of this year, drive down. Within 3 weeks, Jeff also came, right? Jeff and I had found a location for our warehouse. We had signed the lease. We were building shelves, like literally down to that level. We were like drilling and cutting and building the shelves ourselves, building the infrastructure for the store, the IT side of things, everything, just doing everything all at the same time. That's been the theme, is that everything's happening all at once. And then right towards the end of January, the deal that all this depended on, the best I can say is it fell through. We decided not to go through with it for a number of reasons. I drove down here, put my Michigan house on the market. The company signed a lease on this location. We've got nothing to put in it. Oh my gosh. And so that was, It's tempting to call it scary, but it was exciting at the same time because all of a sudden there were so many more possibilities. And so we were spending a lot of time figuring out which way something could go, coming up with strategies. And along the way, I called up Tyler, Race Day Quads, who's also in Orlando. And I kind of explained the situation, and he's always been a big supporter of Rotor Riot. And I was thinking, is there, a way we could, share some inventory or something like that? He wanted to get more involved with Rotor Riot right off the bat. So, I called Tyler just to see what was possible, and he was like, he's always wanted to work with Rotor Riot more closely. I mean, Race Day Quads was the title sponsor for Rotor Riot Rampage. We've always been looking for ways to work more closely together. To be totally honest, I thought we might come together sometime in the future. I had no idea what would happen so fast. I called him before leaving for Las Vegas. So while I was in Las Vegas for the DRL event, some of these conversations were starting up. And then, they were continuing while I was there. I was sneaking out of the event. Don't tell DRL, but I was sneaking out of the event and having phone calls with both of them, both Chad and Tyler, kind of like, figuring out the details. And by, a couple days after getting back from Vegas, we had decided to move forward with things. Then things really started being determined exactly how it was going to work. That was while I was in Minneapolis. And then while I was in Detroit, because then my house sold along the way, so I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get to Detroit and get all my stuff out of my house. While I was in Detroit, emptying out my house, that's when the deal closed. I was in the middle of packing things up and I get a text from Chad, done deal, right? So, like I'm saying, the theme has been everything's happening all at the same time. And it's been wild. But it's what's great is I'm psyched to finally get to share with you guys what's been going on, what happened, and what we're going to be doing. The store's live, and I've been holding my breath for the past couple of days. I haven't even put out this video. I'm recording this same day we're uploading, and I'm like, I don't want to make a vlog. I don't know what to say. I'm still nervous because even though I have great confidence in Tyler and Race Day Quads, I'm still just like, oh my God, when the rubber meets the road, what's going to happen? So far it's been great. The response has been awesome. You guys have been so supportive. The members of the community have been really, really complimentary of the site, and it's awesome to finally see that we've gotten this aspect of our business fixed. I don't know. It's been dragging us down. We needed to address this, and it's finally addressed. It's finally better than ever. And that means at Rotor Riot, we can now focus on building Rotor Riot, right? We've got this, and I'm not saying the store is done and we're not going to take work. We're still very closely involved. I mean, the design of the site was all done by the existing Rotor Riot team, right? And now the team members and the resources now that we have access to, now that we're partnered with Tyler and Race Day Quads, it's like fuel on a fire that was already raging. And so if you need to buy anything FPV related, please visit rotorriot.com. We do have a coupon code right now. It's coupon code RotorRiot. There's a discount. Check it out. I mean, I said this in the official announcement video that we posted to Rotor Riot. If you liked our old store, you're going to like this one even more. If you didn't like our old store, give us another chance, because we took the old store and just burned it down. And we've got a whole new setup. It's awesome. Woo! All right. That's kind of the story. That's the story. Like I said, a lot to be excited about moving forward. I'm psyched. Along the way, been flying, trying to get some flying in where I can. So, here, I'm gonna end this video with some clips that, I didn't think were good enough for a flight video or didn't make it into a vlog, stuff like that. And more flying is coming, more vlogs are coming. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for bearing with me while I haven't been able to upload as much. Hoping to be able to do more of the YouTubing, because I love it. So stay tuned, and I'll See you again soon.